Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be back with another tutorial, and this time you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, and if you follow my stories, you guys basically picked all of my makeup products that I'll be using for this makeup look. So it turned out super glamorous. You guys did an awesome job. I'm so excited about your choices. We kind of like got the same taste, so give you guys 100 for that. And yeah, so I'm so excited to show you guys how to create this look. I hope that you guys love it, and if you do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know your thoughts, and also don't forget to subscribe and share the love by sharing this makeup video with your friends and makeup besties. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kamila Bravo. So happy to have you here on my channel and watching this video. Hope you enjoy it, and without further ado, let's begin this video. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is, I'm just fixing my hair here, but the first thing that you want to do is grab your eye primer, and I am going to be using the eyeshadow potion from Urban Decay. This has a little bit of color in it, but you can always buy the one that is clear if you're not used to having a little bit of color for your eye base, but I just love it because it just makes everything like a white canvas. And then I am going to be using the Luxe Glitz eyeshadow palette from Jolie Beauty, which is gorgeous. One side it's all matte, and the other side it's all like very glittery shadows. And then I'm going to be using first this brown shadow on my crease with this brush. It's like a fluffy blending brush from Wet n Wild from their Rose Gold collection, and I'm going to apply this shadow right on my crease, doing windshield wiper motion, really building the color as you go. You want to start very slow and then building up the color and push it up to the tail of the brow to give you those almond shape effect look. And then I'm going to be using this shadow, which is kind of like a burgundy, but it's more like a cool burgundy, like it's not super warm like you see the one next to it. And I'm going to grab this more pointier brush. This one is from MAC, it's the 221S, and I just stopped for a minute to apply some chapstick, not chapstick, it's like a lip balm on my lips because they were so dry. And then I'm gonna move on to that shadow that I mentioned, and I'm going to apply this really concentrated it in the socket on the eye of the eye, like literally where the eye falls. That's where you want to concentrate this eyeshadow, and then you can go back and forth with these two brushes, the big one to blend the edges and then the small one to really build that color there and create more depth on your eye. Then I'm going to grab this really warm, like almost like reddish tone, but it's like a hot pink color. That's how it's like picking up on the camera, but it's like a very like bright color, but it's beautiful. You want to apply it all over your lid, leaving the inner corner without any eyeshadow with a flat brush, and then you want to go back and blend out the edges with the big fluffy brush. Then I am going to start carving up the crease, and I'm using this pencil from Better Mona, which comes in a palette, but I just absolutely love this brush because it's super small. I love to use it to cut my crease, to also carve my brows. And I am using here, I typically use the Shape Tape concealer from Tarte because it's very thick and it really just makes everything like white out completely. So yeah, just make sure you take your time, you do dabbing motion as you cut the crease. That's gonna make it super easy, and I just love this brush because as you can see it's like super small and precise. So you want to bring it up like almost to the middle of the eye, but not all the way, and then grab an angle brush and just like sharpen up the edges with a little bit of shadow, and then go back and blend out the edges. Then I'm going back with a flat brush and a little bit more of that red toned like hot pink tone, and then build it up and then blend out the edges again. Then I'm grabbing this rosy color. It's actually rosy color, it's just that it was so close to the light that it picked up like really bright white color, but it's actually like a pastel pink, super pretty. And I'm going to apply with a flat brush all over where I did that concealer, and that's just gonna give me like a nice defined cut crease. And I just love all the gradients of pink in this look. It turned out really beautiful. I hope that you guys think the same. And then I'm going to do my eyeliner. I'm using here the Dose of Colors eyeliner, gel eyeliner in the shade Shady. And I am using this brush from Tarte Cosmetics, which is one of my favorites. It's double-sided, so you get one straight and then the other one angled. So whichever feels more comfortable for you. But I just love both. I just love to use more the straight one, but I just love this brush to do my eyeliner. I actually now don't use any more like angle brushes. Sometimes I do, but I just love this one's way more. And then I am just building up the line. I am actually have an amplifier mirror on my hand, and you always want to lift your head up so you can really see where you apply this liner, and take your time doing the liner as well. Then I'm moving on to this liquid eyeliner from The Balm, which is one of my favorites because it dries matte, so it just helps me like fill in any like empty spots or any white spots that I might have left from gel eyeliner, or just to make it even more black. And then let's move on to clean up the edges. And I love to use these wipes from Garnier, which are with micellar water. It doesn't give you that oil residue. It's just like basically clean, and you can go ahead and apply your makeup right after. Then I'm going to be using the glue from Modus Cosmetics and apply it with a flat brush, like right in the center of the eye. And I'm grabbing this like literally glitters pressed onto this palette, and I'm using these two to create like a gradient effect between like where the glitter and the eyeshadow meet, because it's a like really harsh contrast, so you just really want to make sure it just like blends really nicely. So first I'm using here a brush from Smashbox, but I mean it's very tiny, and I'm basically just mixing the two. As you can see, it's like a really nice pink glitter, and then this one that is like literally red, or like a really hot pink. It's so beautiful. And now we're gonna move on to lashes. I'm gonna curl my lashes first, as I usually do, and then I'm using the Lash Paradise mascara that you guys picked as the winner, and apply mascara before the lashes. And I'm using here Bold Face Makeup lashes, which are one of my favorites. The lash band is super tiny, super amazing. You don't feel them. They're so lightweight. They're so affordable as well. Then I'm just applying that eyeshadow that I applied in the beginning right on my lower lash line before continuing with my skin. Alright, so now that we're finished up with the eyes, I'm gonna move on to the skin, the complexion, and then finish up with the lips. So I had just a little bit underneath my eyes. I really love these towelettes because they are micellar water. And that's great because it's for sensitive skin, and also they're very gentle on the skin, and they don't leave that oily residue on your skin, so you can really jump right into your makeup application. Move on to primer, and I'm gonna be using the foundation primer from Laura Mercier, the one that you guys picked, with SPF of 30, which I actually been loving lately. I tried this a couple times already, and I love that it's not super thick and it glides on the skin so nicely, and everything else just like goes very well together. To be using the Pro Filter foundation from Fenty Beauty in the shade 220. I'm actually very excited to try out this foundation all over my face because I actually got shade match when I went to New York for their pop-up shop for their Moroccan Spice collection. So they actually hooked me up with a couple products, and of course the foundation. I needed this in my life, so I can't wait to try it out. So that's what I'm about to do, apply the foundation. Wow, this might be a little bit too light for me. I got super tan. You see that? Wow, I might just have to use this for just my highlight. So I'm just gonna use it for my highlight, and I'm gonna be using the contour stick. Thank God that you guys picked their the Fenty Beauty contour stick to, you know, contour, because if not, I would have been so sad. I would have to change the foundation to another foundation. So I'm just gonna make it work. Make it work. You do have to work very quickly with this foundation because I can see that it's drying super fast. Super fast. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is definitely not my shade. I'm going to jump right into the contour stick in the shade Mocha. So because I'm gonna have to use this as a foundation to balance out the foundation, I'm going to apply a pretty good amount onto my skin. With this brush from It Cosmetics. This is number 7. It says All Over and Conceal brush. To just blend any hard edges. Creaseless concealer from Tarte in the shade Light Medium Neutral. With the Peach Perfect translucent powder from Too Faced, which smells amazing and it works amazing as well. And I'm using this very small brush to set my under eye. You can see I'm doing dabbing motion. I'm not rubbing the powder onto my skin. I am doing dabbing motion, and you should do the same so that way the product doesn't move and you don't create lines, and also the powder really sinks in and sets. I'm going to be using this brush from Kat Von D, which has 2 sides to it. One, it's more of like a pointier brush, and the other side it's more like an angle brush. I'm going to be using the more pointier side to leave a little bit more pressed powder right underneath my eyes. Now, if you have more of a mature skin, I wouldn't recommend you to bake. I would just do what I just did earlier and leave it as that. I'm going to apply mascara now on my lower lashes. Now the pressed powder from Laura Mercier, and I'm just going over wherever I apply the loose powder just so I double check that everything is set, especially around the bronzer area of my skin. So I'm going to be using 2 of them. Alright, so next I'm going to be applying the Laura Mercier bronzer. It's called Soleil 1. So I'm guessing there's more bronzers. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. This one, it's a matte bronzer, and I'm just going to apply it wherever I bronze just to set and add a little bit more definition. But yeah, I love that now my foundation matches my shoulder. Like, damn. I was a little worried at the beginning, but I knew I was going to get it right just because I had that contour stick. This brush, by the way, I forgot to tell you, this one is the Crown Pro C531, which I've been loving lately. I am obsessed with this brush for powder, for contouring, for setting. It's just like super soft. So totally recommend these brushes. All right, so here it is. I'm going to apply the The winner was Tarte, so I'm going to be using a touch of Glisten, which is such a pretty pink with speckles of gold. It actually reminds me a lot of Orgasm by NARS. I don't have it, but I have seen it in stores, and yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna use that same brush that I love from Charm Rush, and I'm not gonna apply too much because I have already too much rosy going on my eyes. So using this baby right here, this bad boy. I'm going to be using the Kilowatt highlighter duo, and I am going to be using the Hustle Baby to apply the Fix Plus Matte setting spray first before applying the highlight. Alright guys, so for the lips, I am going to be using the Flower Beauty in the shade Petal Pout lip liner, and for liquid lipstick, I'm going to be using the shade Muse from Huda Beauty. We have come to an end. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial with products that you guys helped me pick. So comment below if you did. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and share the love with your friends and makeup besties. Hope to see you guys on my next video, and until next time, bye.